The Bike Riders movie is finally here, man. It's been going on for a while, them promoting it. This is going to come out last year. Now it's coming out now. Tomorrow's the big day. And it is so funny. I went on to Rotten Tomatoes because, I wanted to see what the so called critics had to say about the movie. And boy, they didn't disappoint with their ignorance. Well, let's just take a look, shall we? Okay, without further ado, we're going to be over there at Rotten Tomatoes checking out what these dingbats had to say. But some exciting news, man, and you're hearing it first right here. Culturally Incorrect is going to be a new podcast hidden with me and China Doll where we have special guests each week. Yes, it's a one podcast a week type of deal. We're going to be putting a lot of effort into this one. So it's going to be on the podcast platforms only. I'll give you more info as it comes up. Now, the Bike Riders. Yes, Danny Lyons, man. You know what? If you haven't got his book, it is an awesome book. He actually spent a lot of time with the Outlaws, documenting them during the 60s. Man, you can see the pictures all over the place. In the Bike Riders, it's portrayed as the Vandals Motorcycle Club, and kind of how it all got started back then and how it really was. It's none of this stuff, and I'm hoping not, because I won't watch it until it gets on streaming. I don't like going to movie theaters and, paying the man, if you will, because all they want to do is propagandize us with their movies. So I'm really hoping that the movie The Bike Riders is actually according to Danny Lyons' books. But I had a laugh with a lot of these reviews that the so-called critics, the movie experts, how the hell do you become a movie expert, by the way? So we're on Rotten Tomatoes right now under the Bike Riders one, and I guess they're giving it an 86 right now. But I just wanted to, had to reply to some of these. Now, the ones with the tomatoes are a pretty good one. But then you got this stuff like Alistar Ryder out of Looper.com. I think that says enough right there. Looper.com, okay? And it just goes on to say, just flick through Lion's book instead. Any photo you land on will have more depth than the vast majority of these scenes here. You have to remember, they are trying to get Danny Lyons' book on screen in an hour and 56 minutes. It's just not going to happen about what happened back then, the fun that these guys had. And you got to admit here, man, you got to admit the fun that they had back in the 60s, 70s before it got all stupid was what a lot of us were drawn into as far as motorcycle clubs. Nowadays, not so much of that going around. Anyway, that was a bad review right there. Now, the top critic from the Daily Beast. Now, that's a laugh right there. The Daily Beast, unabashedly romanticizing its subjects as paragons of strength and style. It doesn't have much substance. It don't look like he has much substance either, does it? Lurking beneath its surface, but then with a surface like this, it doesn't really need any. Oh, you can tell the disdain that he has for the motorcycle lifestyle, man. And, again, he works for the Daily Beast. Ain't that thing going under or something like that? It's a joke of a publication. But he won't like that one, will he? Then we go to Hope Madden, Mad Wolf. Mad Wolf. Is that your road name there, Hope? Weaving thematic threads from the Wild One, Goodfellas, and even Shakespearean tragedy, the Bike Riders gives that search beautiful, what is it? Brutal beauty and compelling life. I actually think that's a good one. I'm going to call you Mad Wolf for your road name right there. Now, where is some other bad reviews? This, you know what? I have to give it to, you know what? I have to give it to some of these people, how ignorant they really are, like this Carla Hay out of Culture Mix. The gritty drama has a lot of predictability, but it avoids some cliches by having a female narrator for an otherwise very masculine film about a violent gang. Jodie Comer gives a standout performance. You can always see these lefties, man, in the way they write and stuff like that. We're going to actually be talking about this on Culturally Incorrect on the podcast. Actually, we got Mike Ball coming on this one, the first show. And we're going to be talking about how the Democratic policies are destroying this country. Better yet, burning them down. Let's see here. Dave Gianni in session film. You know what? Maybe I should start a freaking. Anybody can become a movie expert. I guess all you have to do is just sit there and, give your opinion that don't matter to anybody. In search for painfully close relationships that make us look back, both wistfully and with deep regret, the Bike Riders, thanks to 3 impeccable performance, will fulfill exactly what you're looking for. So it's funny how we have these top critics, ain't it? So a lot of the tomatoes are good here. Oh, I gotta find this one. Robert Coder, a freaking myth. Offer, you know what? Anybody can do it. I'm telling you, anybody can do it on YouTube. Offers an intriguing surface level look at this subculture with top notch production design and terrific ensemble immersing themselves in this world. But the characters and story are stuck in the mud. Oh, stuck in the mud. Dork. And then the Laura Clifford rambles around too much, trying patient, and Austin Butler never achieves the Brandel level mystery Ben characters call for. This was based on Danny Lyons' freaking book. You know what? Oh my goodness gracious, they take this stuff too far, if you ask me. They really do. It's really, really funny just to watch these people that have nothing to do with the motorcycle scene. I am looking forward to the reviews from those regular people, us regular people out there, and what everybody thinks of this movie. Again, it's really being teased all over the internet right now. There's ads galore about it on Facebook and YouTube, I believe. And the scenes that I've seen look really cool. But what's even more important is that Danny Lyon really did capture the spirit of what it was to be involved in an MC back then. And unfortunately, a lot of that isn't around today. It's nostalgia, if you know what I mean. Back then, it was about, fighting and having fun, getting nuts, getting stupid, getting laid. And unfortunately, nowadays, it really ain't like that. You can tell just by the scenes that brotherhood was really there back then. It was a counterculture type of deal, man. The 60s were just freaking nuts. Sometimes I wish I can go back in time and just visit that decade. I'm kind of jealous of the old timers that got to live that way. And if you talk to a lot of the old timers that did live back in that time and were actually around, and the stories that they told, it's just unbelievable, man. That's the fun that is really what the club scene is all about. The fist fights, no guns, and all that kind of jive. But let me know what your review is on this video. I don't care what the critics say, because they're a bunch of schmucks anyway. I care about what you think and if I should watch this movie. My only fear is that just like Sons of Anarchy, this movie might lead into some bad stuff as well with the next thing you know, the Vandals nationwide, something like that. You know how people try to imitate art in real life. Anyway, leave a like and subscribe. Rock on, baby. Let me know your review, because this one's going to be up. So by time you see this one, hopefully you've seen the movie and you can let me know if it's worth it. Rock on.
Yeah.